I know everyone right now is talking about the brand new set, Winter Spell, which is about to be a pretty good set. It looks like the cards, collectability wise and player meta wise, look pretty good. The Mulan, I haven't talked about the Mulan, but that Mulan looks really good. I'm pretty excited for what's coming forward, but I'm also concerned because we have rotation coming up. Rotation is coming once we get set 13, right? So that's very soon. And cards for the game, there's gonna be a lot of cards that you're not gonna be able to use in tournaments and events or at your LGSs or whatever. Like depending on the rules that they use, like if you're going by the current rotation, there's a lot of cards that you're not gonna be able to use anymore, and it's gonna be a big deal. Especially if in these newer sets coming out right now are super important for the game because if they don't bring out good cards for the game after we lose all these cards that people use, we might lose players. We might lose people's interest, right? Because if you take away your welcome, if you take away, we'll get into it right now. Let's start with Clarabelle. Like this Clarabelle is huge for Emerald players, right? I mean, this Clarabelle is one of the reasons why Fungus won in DLC. Richmond, I believe, was it Richmond? Whatever. The most recent DLC, we saw Clarabelle being used and we saw your welcome being used. Like these emerald cards are both from Shimmering Skies, and they're gonna get rotated out. So emerald is gonna take a hit. Your welcome is used a lot. Clarabelle is used a lot, and obviously both of these cards are big for drawability. Um, Clarabelle is obviously a cost 7, but it's mainly used to shift. It's a really big shift target. There was a lot of reasons. There's a lot of obvious reasons why this Clarabelle was used, right? And same with this. You're welcome. These cards are very, very good. And you also have Tipo. That was just used in the DLC to win again. And forget the DLC, forget Fungus for a second. Everyone, even me, I use Tipo, even here in my home with my wife. This Tipo card is amazing for ramping up early in the game. I mean, Basil, another Sapphire card. I mean, this ain't a big deal losing it, but the Emerald version of Basil is very good. You get to literally like, it's almost like what is it? Mother's Knows Best or whatever that I think. Oh no, that card's in Fabled. So ooh, at least Emerald gets to keep that card. But you see what I mean though? Like Emerald is gonna take a hit. So with these sets coming out right now, like we got the Mulan from Winter Spell for Emerald. That's great. Like we need, like if you're gonna get rid of these cards, we need to replace them with cards that are gonna be just as playable or maybe even better. Because if you take a step back, like if you get rid of Emerald's Clarabelle and your welcome and these super playable cards and you don't really put cards back that are like just as good or that are worse, then a lot of these players are gonna be like, damn, I can't use Emerald no more. And that's gonna be a problem. So going forward, I'm expecting to see maybe a Buzz Lightyear Emerald card. I think that Buzz Lightyear in the starter deck is Emerald. So we'll see what happens with Emerald and Green going forward. But that's obviously gonna be a big hit. Now, obviously, purple, blue, or blurple, sapphire, amethyst, whatever you want to call it, purple blue is one of the most playable combinations in the game, and it's going to lose one of its best actions. Into the Unknown is basically Hades at a discount because Hades costs 7 and its ability puts a character into their inkwell, but this card does it for 3. I mean, a very good card, and you're not gonna be able to use it, so that's tough. You have everyone's got a weakness. Speaking of Hades, you have Hades on this card. That's crazy, but everyone's got a weakness. This is for the damage control players. You're not gonna be able to use this card. This is big because you can move damage and draw cards, and it's like two birds. You're doing two things at one time, right? You're moving the damage and you're giving yourself draw ability, so you're not gonna be able to do that anymore. So that's tough. You have Ludwig. This card is an uncommon card, but it's like $3 because it is super playable, like super playable. Like I use this card, my wife, we use this card all the time, and you're not gonna be able to use it very soon. And what makes this card $3? It's not only a card you can ramp up with, meaning when it dies, it goes into your inkwell instead of the discard, but it's a counter for songs, which is big. That's why Ursula and Mowgli, like those kind of cards that have a counter to songs, are very important. And yeah, this is a big deal. for players that use this card because that's tough. Next, you have Donald Duck. I mean, again, I feel like I'm not losing no sleep over not being able to use this card, but it adds up. Like all of these cards that have that ramp up ability, they're getting rid of a lot of them. Like the Tipo, the Ludwig, the Donald, Sail the Azarici. Like that's tough. You're losing all of these. I don't know. I mean, if it was just like one, two, but you're losing a lot at one time. But you did get cards like Cinderella, Moana, Belle, in the newer sets. So I think they're doing a fine job balancing it out. But I guess we'll have to see. I guess we're gonna have to see what's gonna happen when all of these cards. I mean, Pleakley again, another card that you can ramp up and get extra ink. Damn, I can't speak. Another card that you can get extra ink into your inkwell. Like all of these cards that allow you to get extra ink into your inkwell were very playable, very important. And same thing with this Kita. You're not gonna be able to like this is crazy. Like you know, like all look at all these cards. One, two, like this is like almost 10 cards probably. All is found. There's another one, and this is an action card. You can put 2 cards into your inkwell face down with this one. So we'll have to see what's gonna happen when we lose all of these tools to put more ink into your inkwell. So we'll have to see. Tiana, for the Amber players, you're not gonna be able to support your Amber cards with Tiana anymore. That is definitely gonna take a hit, and that's definitely gonna be tough for Amber players. Your the purple players to go back to Amethyst, the purple Genie is used a lot. Like this is an uncommon card that's like $3. Like just because of the playability and just because people are constantly using this card in their decks. But yeah, pretty soon it's gonna probably drop to $1, maybe even less, because no one's gonna need this card or use this card anymore. This card is very good. I mean, I don't have to explain why. This card is super playable and is gonna get rotated out. Elsa, this card is getting rotated out, but it did come in the gift box as a promo. So if we see cards like this continue to roll out, like imagine we get a Maui Half Shark promo. Like that would be huge. Like we need Maui Half Shark for Ruby players to stick around because Ruby needs a card like that to keep up with Sapphire, to keep up with Amber, like just to keep it balanced out, right? Because if we lose Maui Half Shark and we don't get a promo of that card back, I mean, I haven't really seen anything in Whispers into the Well that's Ruby. What the Hercules? That card's cool, but I mean, what else is there? Winter Spell. They gave us Elsa, trying to make us use locations. Like, if they're gonna get rid of Maui Half Shark and not give us a promo, they're gonna have to do something like really good for Ruby. Like, give us a really good card. And so far, I don't think I've seen it. So that is kind of concerning. But we've seen it with Elsa and Lilo with these promos. So we can't cancel out the possibility for any card. Forget Maui Half Shark, for any card that's getting rotated out to not come back. Any of these cards getting rotated out, like any of these legendaries, like Clarabelle, Maui Half Shark. I don't. Who knows? I just don't see obviously any of these actions being promos. So you can kiss Into the Unknown, Sail to the Azure Sea. You can kiss all those actions goodbye. You're welcome. I mean, that'll be interesting. Imagine did Maui Half Shark and You're Welcome. A double. Ooh. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That'll be pretty fire to keep Maui Half Shark and You're Welcome in the meta in one box with a promo of each one. Hey, that'd be pretty fire. I don't think we've gotten a promo of action. Have we? I don't know. Oh, or we did. The championship promo, the Maleficent Dragon's Fire, I think. Anyways, something like that would be very ideal. Madam Mim, this is. I'm not really losing no sleep over this card. Finders Keepers, again, you're not really losing no sleep over this card. There's literally so many purple cards that have drawability, and you're paying 5 ink to draw 3. Nah, you're. Now this card I think is more important because you're paying only 2 ink, and you draw a card, and you make your. I mean, again, you're not losing sleep over this card or nothing, but this is like, damn, I can't use that card no more. That's crazy. Bend to My Will. This card, I was seeing this card in the DLC being used. This card can definitely change the game up, but I think something like, was it the Raging Storm, banishing all characters? That's even crazier. So not really tripping on that card. Jasmine, I personally haven't used this card, but I've seen it. It looks very playable. It's a shift two. I mean, the art is fire, so that sucks. This is a $20 legendary. It's like $20 for this card from Ranger Jafar. But as soon as this card is rotated out, it's about to be like $10. Mulan, I was like, damn, that sucks. But you're literally getting a card that's literally doing the same exact stuff from Winter. Like this, I'm gonna put it on screen. I'll put them both together. Like you're looking at the same card, so that's not really a big deal. Calhoun, that's gonna suck because this Calhoun is super playable. I mean, bro, you gain 2 lore every time you banish a character. I mean, I don't have to explain why this card is good. The only drawback it really had is not inkable, but yeah, people are gonna be like, damn, I can't use that card no more. That's tough. And damn, me personally, bro, when I play my wife uses Max Goof Powerline deck with all them songs, I try to use this P card. It doesn't really help, I guess. It kind of helps because every time I put it down, she's like, not that one. But we have Mowgli, we have what, Ursula. There's other cards out there that can counter songs. I don't know if there's other cards in Steel that can counter songs, but again, this is kind of what I was talking about with the what, Sapphire, the blue cards. Yeah, maybe losing just a Pete isn't a big deal, but you're gonna lose Pete, right? And then you're gonna lose Penny, and then you're gonna lose Bolt, and you're gonna lose Rhino. Like these Rhino, Bolt, Penny, Pete's, they're all used together. Beyond the Horizon, like all these cards, like for Amber Steel, were used together, and you're not gonna be able to use them. So something like Vincino, I don't think is a big deal because it's something like Tinker. It's literally the same thing that Tinkerbell does. It's literally almost the same thing. So I don't think he's a big deal losing out on. But Bagheera, I don't really think. Guys, let me know. Do you use Bagheera? I saw a few people using this card, but I don't think it's gonna be a big deal losing Bagheera. Happy and Doc, some people use those cards. I personally use Happy and Doc sometimes, but I'm not tripping. Genie, now this Genie card is definitely a card that is used as well, and it gains evasive during your turn. 3 cost 3/4. That's gonna suck to see that card go. Giant Cobra, 3 costs with the Vanish ability. Like this is very like Vanish is really good for countering those action decks, the song decks and stuff. Like when my wife uses Max Goof and Powerline, I try to use this card as soon as I can because she's like, damn, like what I mean, this is a good counter for songs and actions, and yeah, you're not gonna be able to use it. Iago, very good card for 4 ink, 4/6, evasive, vanish. You're not gonna be able to use it. So like someone like me, when I can't use these vanish cards, I can't use Pete. I'm gonna have to figure out another way to counter these actions, these songs. Monstro, both of these cards are very big. It's like kind of later in the game we have more ink, right? You can't use them. So I don't know. I think there's gonna be a big deal, mainly with the legendaries like Clarabelle, Maui Half Shark. But there's even cards like Prince Philip because we saw people trying to use the Me Malicious Scary Prince Philip combination. That's gonna go. The Lady and the Tramp cards, all of those are gonna go. So all of the people using the aggro lady, Sea Dogs, trying to use the late, like all of those cards are gonna go. So there's a lot of cards that are gonna go. That's gonna literally change the way that everyone plays. And going forward with these new sets, with Winter Spell, with Whispers into the Well, I mean, those sets are already out, but with these newer sets coming out, like Into the Unknown, like this is big. Like all of these sets that just came out that are coming out are big for the game because once these cards that I'm talking about are getting rotated out, then what's gonna be next? Like what? Maybe that's gonna be my next video. I have to really take time because as a parent, I haven't really had time to take a deep dive into these sets, the newer sets yet, as much as I wanted to. But I really need to do a deep dive into Whispers into the Well and Winter Spell, and I'm gonna take a deep dive in Wilds into the Unknown because if we don't get cards that are good, that I don't think that are playable, that's definitely gonna be bad for the players. But we're gonna have to see. Let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you guys in the next one.